Good afternoon, Apple leadership team. As you now know, my name is Connor Walsh, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for selecting our firm, Arctic's Critical Consulting, to serve as your advisors on this exciting project for promoting your company's new fitness wearable product. Today we'll be conducting our kickoff meeting, where I'll reintroduce myself and my team, while also diving into our view of how this collaborative effort will take shape over the course of the coming months. As I touched on in our pitch to you last week, we at Arctic's Critical Consulting specialize in utilizing data analytics to identify successful content creator relationships that can help companies like yours promote their new products. In our 5 years of operation, we have leveraged content creation like this to increase consumer product sales by at least 10% for all 20 of our previous clients. We tend to approach projects like this with a campaign mindset, as we like to work at a fast pace while also empowering everyone involved with a project to collectively get different things done at the same time. We're also definitely data focused as a firm, as we make most of our decisions based on metrics and corresponding analysis. Finally, we really place an emphasis on multifaceted collaboration, which is based in multicultural communication and consistent dialogue between my staff and yours. Revisiting our team, as you know, I am your project lead for this process, and I am accompanied by the rest of my senior staff, including Joseph Foley, who will assist in the management of your social media accounts, Osman O, who will lead the recruitment of content creators and assessing the value of their engagement, Navdeep Sekhan, who will conduct the market research into competitors in the fitness sector, and Andrew Walensky, who will help oversee long-term strategic planning for Apple. The problem statement and corresponding project scope that we came up with was that Apple has developed a new wearable device targeted towards advanced athletic performance and fitness. Our firm must develop a structured, standardized, and global approach to identifying content creator and professional athlete partnerships that can help Apple's fitness wearable break into the fitness market. This wearable will go beyond the current capabilities of the current Apple Watch and look to provide advanced metrics to athletes and other individuals on the field and in the weight room. With that in mind, the objectives that we outline for this process will be to establish a data-driven approach to identifying next-generation social media fitness creators and foster relationships with them, seek out professional athletes that can effectively promote the fitness wearable, align the messaging of this content with your company's current marketing efforts to prepare for the product launch, determine how to measure the return on investment for this creator engagement, and ensure that all efforts from this campaign align with company values such as innovation, diversity and inclusion, and corporate responsibility. In terms of discovery, the strategies we intend to use throughout this project will first be interviews with fitness content creators in order to gather their opinions on the plans for Apple's new device, while also gauging what their social media following looks for in products like these, as well as focus groups composed of fitness experts, professional athletes, and Apple employees themselves to determine both the positives and negatives for the fitness wearable. From there, we will then conduct social media analysis to identify key engagement metrics, along with relevant creators who can increase the visibility of your product. And finally, do some competitive research into what other companies who specialize in these types of products are doing with theirs. As we touched on a bit in our pitch to you last week, the timeline we have in mind for this project will include 3 phases, with the first being predicated on immersion into your company culture, setting goals, and conducting preliminary research. From there, we will begin to identify target audiences in these fitness sectors, foster relationships with both creators and professional athletes, and firmly develop your communication strategy. This will then all be implemented during Phase 3 in advance of your product launch in order to draw in more awareness for it. Now, in terms of milestones for this project, we decided to split them up into time intervals over the course of this next year. For example, after 3 months, we would like to have completed all the interviews with fitness creators and pro athletes interested in promoting the fitness wearable, as well as gathered input and analysis from all focus group sessions. After about 6 months, we ideally will have completed all social media analysis to identify the most promising target audiences along with relevant creators, picked out the key performance indicators for successful social media engagement, and secured partnerships with the aforementioned creators and pro athletes. Finally, at the 1-year mark, the communication strategy we developed for this project will be implemented and content will begin to be distributed in time for the launch of the Apple Fitness wearable. The parties involved in this process from Apple's side of things will of course be you as a senior leadership team, along with the research and development team who was tasked with designing this product, both the marketing and social media teams who will assist in the promotion of the fitness wearable, as well as handling engagement with potential customers, and finally the Apple fitness experts who have helped put together the combination of health metrics in the previous Apple Watch models. Before beginning all of this, however, it is also important to consider the potential risks and challenges associated with this project. For example, some risks include partnering with athletes and creators that may not align with Apple's values, actively straying away from a business model that typically does not market to specific niche markets, which has worked for Apple for the better part of 3 decades, and finally, a simple lack of product appeal to the fitness community themselves. Beyond that, this emphasis on social media marketing, which is still new and difficult to navigate, may also be challenging for a company who has mainly relied on brand awareness to sell their products, especially with Apple not currently being a leader in the fitness market. Despite these efforts, they also still face heavy competition from other companies who specialize in wearable technology such as this. Mitigating the effects of these factors is possible, though, specifically by using strategies like writing out strict partnership contracts with these aforementioned creators and athletes to protect the company image, background checks to ensure no past harmful activities both on and offline, detailed market research into competitors to get a better idea of what they do well, and finally, involving fitness experts in the research and development process since they have a better technical understanding of what this product needs to provide to the consumer. Looking ahead to the next couple weeks, the next step of our partnership will include onboarding for our team into your company culture, meetings with the previously mentioned departments about their current efforts, a specific review of Apple's current social media efforts, and preliminary research seeking out relevant content creators for this endeavor. In terms of deliverables from us, over the coming weeks, expect an official call to action email, followed by an outline for the action plan, a draft of our preliminary report, and then a finalized copy of the report the week after. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I will now open this meeting up to any questions that you may have for me or the rest of my firm.